and thank you all for coming this evening for a great adventure on Venus. So buckle your seatbelts and get ready for blast off to the second planet of our solar system. So what we're going to look at are the mysterious Venusians, discover the mysteries of Venus, the planet of the Norcan bee people. The original name of Venus is Abahar, which means planet of the bees, to its local inhabitants. I begin by looking at a survey of extraterrestrial life, not only in our solar system, but beyond. And turn to our neighbor to the north of Canada. A lot of research was done by Dr. Wilbur Smith of Canada. The Canadian government had financed a UFO observation post in the 1950s, and Dr. Smith claimed that he was receiving radio signals from Venus. But what do we know about Venus? In the third dimension, they say Venus presents a hostile environment. This is the Venus that the NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, say that our astronauts can expect to find. Lightning storms, intensive heat, 800 degrees, and so forth. But is that what Venus is really like, or is that just a smokescreen? The flying saucers are real. The government is an illusion. Gabriel Green was one of my mentors in the UFO investigations. He had a bumper sticker that said, flying saucers are real, the Air Force is an illusion. But I think the whole government is an illusion. In India, they say that everything is Maya, everything is illusion. But that's certainly the case for NASA. NASA, never a straight answer. So according to Paul Hellyer, who was the defense minister in Canada from 1963 to 1966 under the Pearson administration, there have been aliens on Earth, especially out at Area 51. They probably moved them now that the location has been identified, or at least a good portion of them. But he said there were about 80 species of extraterrestrials out there, and of which the majority are friendly, especially if they come from our own solar system, but that there is a contingent out there of some hostile ones as well, or at least some that don't have the best intentions for Earth at heart. So the Venusians inhabit the planet closest to the Earth, and so Venus would be most severely affected by our careless deployment of nuclear weapons. Commander Ora Raines of the Spartacus spaceship had told Truman Bethlehem that he was a road construction crew worker in Nevada out at the Mormon Mesa, and she told him that that he should monitor nuclear testing, and anything he sees about nuclear testing or nuclear energy, that he should save the articles and put them in his scrapbook, and she would periodically come back and see him. It took him up to 11 trips into outer space to the moon base Clarion, which is on the backside of our natural satellite, the moon, and also to Venus and some other planets in our solar system. But our tampering with nuclear weapons, as well as our development of rocketry and the ability to deliver weapons of mass destruction and to detonate them on other planets, was a big concern to the Venusians. So they definitely stepped up their presence here on the earth. When we look back into the records of the Sufis and the Cathars, Merovingians, about angelic visitations or Venusians, people from Venus, we see that there's been like an average of about 4,000 on Earth at any one time. At least that's what Rumi said, the Sufi mystic. But you could be sure that since the beginning of the space and atomic ages, that this number has been greatly increased.